Yeah, hello guys, welcome back to HumbleFx. This is HumbleFx again, and today we are trying to grow a $20 account to something else very awesome. And here we are already. I didn't start the video early enough because it wasn't the I was not where I should do a video. So right now I'm going to take you through on how to do the same right here. So I'm taking this trade out because I don't want to take chances right now. So I want to enter when I get a new entry, even though this one actually supposed to be a good buy. So stick to the end and you will get to see how we do this. This one I should hold it like see my TP at the top. That's my TP at the top, even though I've gotten my target for the day. That's my target for the day. But let's see. I want to take the account to $75. Yes, I want this account to reach $75. So let me see if I can take entry here for the next $5 again. All right, so let's take entry here. Let's take entry, another entry right at this place to see what we can get while we are proceeding. You can see this is our trades, and that is what we have gotten so far in that in this place. So how does this work? Okay, how do you do it, guys? How do we do that kind of thing? It's just that simple. It's just very simple. So now the first thing, this is accelerator oscillator, right? This is accelerator oscillator. Let me show you. This is accelerator oscillator here. This is our indicator AC accelerator oscillator. Okay, before we proceed, guys, you see my robot, the predator bot. It is very awesome, right? It is very awesome. So let's see a preview of that predator bot before we continue. Yeah, welcome back to the video. You have seen that predator boat. That predator boat is very awesome. You can grab your own now and start making money from that. You can grab your own and start making profit every single day from that boat. It's actually a nice one. It does not lose like every other boat. If you have a VPS, you have a small account, you have $10, $20, $30, $50 or $100 or above, and you have a VPS, you want to make more profits, just install it on your VPS and allow it to run for 24/7, maybe for 1 week, for 1 month, and see how much you will accumulate. Right? Yeah, and I know that losses will come, but when you use the settings I will give you, you will not lose money. You will not lose much if you use the settings I will give you for your account size and you run it as I told you. Then you are good, you are on the safe side. So don't miss out of that boat, as it is on a discount of now. It is at a discount right now, so you don't want to miss out of that boat, that opportunity, guys. You don't want to miss out of that opportunity. I want you to be a partaker of that opportunity. So what are we talking about here, guys? What are we talking about? This crash 300 is actually trying to play with my emotions, right, guys? This thing wants to play my emotions. It wants to play with my emotions, guys. I know it will buy, but I think I have to close it. Even though it's a small lot size, but see something here. This thing I'm seeing here, let me show you why I will close it now. This I'm seeing here is a red flag for me, so I have to close that trade. Let me close it gently, as a gentleman that I am. The gentleman, let me do that sharply. Yeah, so that is that, guys. I've closed this. So where were we? Okay, I was talking about this strategy that we're using right here, right? Okay, now let's proceed for the video. Let's proceed in the video. Okay, now sorry for to get that boat. I have two boats. We have the destroyer boat and the predator boat. Both of them are very accurate and very awesome. So if you need to get it, check on this video, the description. You will see the link on how to get it. It's that simple, guys. It's that simple. It's that simple. All right. Now let's get started with this video. Now I told you guys that I have my AC, which is the accelerator oscillator. Is you see it here. It doesn't have any setting. Just install it as it is. It doesn't have a special settings. All right. No. Now you get that right. Now I'm using my this my strategy on a uh time frame is 30 minutes and M15. So that's the time frame I'm using. All right. That is the time frame I'm using. 30 and 15. All right, now what am I looking at first time? I want to check my charts and see what the trend is looking like. I want to check my charts and see what the trend is looking like. Now, as you see here, you see my projections right at about here. You see here's my projection. Then the market, it broke it. As it broke it here, that's when you see I entered the market there. If you check my results, I'll show you. I entered the market around there and I took my TP right around this place. Okay, so that's when I went off that time. I didn't even know that it had come to retest. So the next entry should have been the retest of that place, which you see there's a range. There are these kind of rejections here. You now push down. So you look out for this kind of, you look out for something like this, something like this, something like this. That is those rejections you see. It is very important. If you see those rejections, then something is about to move. Either it's going to move upside or it's going to move downside. And the last time we talked about, I told you about the projection strategy. So if you didn't watch that video, you can make yourself a favor and watch that strategy. So now after I've changed my time frame to this time frame, what else am I looking at? I'm looking at my accelerator oscillator right here. Look at this. Look at this, guys. See, the market is already at the downside. Is at the downside of this, is on the downside, not upside, right? So and this point, if I should trace this point up, you see that it will be somewhere here. Like it is just as if it is when there was a break. So that is what we are looking at. So once you see something like that, you place your entry using the chart patterns and this as a confirmation for you to take entry. That is a confluence. You are using this one to confluence the chart pattern you are seeing. That is very awesome. Okay, so that is the strategy one. Now let us go to that boom 300 that we are right now. We are in on a boom 300 market. This is M15 is our time frame. I told you guys as our time frame. Now this is M15, our time frame, guys. Okay, now the trade started from around here. This is where we have a double top here, right? We have a double top at this point. Now if I check the entry, if you drag it down, if you check it down, you see that we are getting it at where this thing is already at this point. I don't know if you're getting my point right there. So why I take entry here, even though this thing is not crossing downside, is because my chart patterns, I'm using only my chart patterns here, seeing that it came back to an under block here. That's why I'm taking that. I took that entry, and I'm not staying long. I'm not staying long. If you see, I have a big lot size right there. So I'm closing it. Once I get some $12, I'll be out because I don't want this thing to spike against me. So my entry should be when this thing has already crossed down here. It has crossed this level. Then I will now enter with a smaller size. Remember, and holding, because if I check on the higher time frame, I'll see that this market is actually not going. If I check now, I'm done, guys. Now we are done today, guys. We are done like this. We are getting our target, and that is what we want to get. Now let me now make this one clearer. See, this it has spiked. So why did it spike here? You may ask. Look at this place. That's why I closed the market. I've seen this thing already. That's why I closed it. So what did I see? I saw a spike happened here, right? And a spike happened here. So there's a tendency of a spike happening here. Though I'm not a spike trader. I could have caught that small spike as I close. I enter a buy, but I'm not a spike trader. So I just spot it and I go out and let do that trade spike. Also do that. So now why am I not taking long trade on that? Why do I have to scalp? Why do I have to scalp? Now let's check on higher time frame. If I check on a higher time frame, what am I seeing? I'm seeing that the market has actually come. This is a market structure, right? This is a market structure. Market has come, broken this one, broken this one. So it has break out of that structure. So now it's retested back. Where did it retest back? It retested back to this level. So what do we expect now? We expect it to go to the upside. So that's why I'm not taking a long sell on crash 300 as you are seeing. I'm just scalping around it because I know it's not a bearish market any longer. It's not going to buy for some time before it starts to sell massive. So I'm scalping around it. Just saw it now. Here this scenario. I just show you the scenario right about here. It retested. It come back to retest this other one. It remember here is a level, but it broke it up. Now it came back to retest it. So what do we expect now? We expect it to buy up because it's a market. Is a change in market structure. Look at it. Change in market structure. It now break out. It break it. So this is what we call change in market structure. All right, that's what we call change in market structure. That's simple, guys. I don't know if you are getting what I'm talking about. You can see that this thing is still buying, right? It is still buying. Like I say, I caught a spike. This would have given me a lot of profit, but I'm not a spike trader, so I have to ignore spikes. I ignore spikes a lot. So this is what we'll see on Boom 300. So if you are watching this video right now, then you are good to go to taking your entries as buy. So now when market comes to this point here, this level here, I'm still going to scalp again. Yes, if market comes here, I will scalp a few candles again because I know it will break out of that place. But before it break out, it will have to come down a little bit. Then that small retracement is what I will scalp on. Okay, but if you want to trade long, don't sell it. Either look for buy opportunities, look for buy entries, and take your entries. And like the buys you see here, look for where there is a previous spike happened. Look for areas like this, like you see spike happen here. Look for areas like this, like where spike happens always, like areas like this. That's where you would look for buys. Now look at that. That is massive, guys. See that we are still talking about it and it keeps spiking. It keeps spiking. Now I think it's time for me to scalp again. In a short more time, I will keep on scalping. I see. That is what we do, guys. I will scalp. I will scalp this market again. One that the last spike happen. I want to wait for another spike to happen, so I can scalp 10 pips, which is $5 with 0.5. If I should enter now, my TP should be around here. My TP should be around here. If I should enter the market right now, I should take my TP right about there. But I have entry requirement. I have entry conditions. So I'm not just going to enter because thank God. You see that I didn't enter. I have entry requirement. I don't just enter because it has come to that level. I enter because it has meet my entry requirement, and it didn't meet my entry requirement. That's why I didn't place entry as it's happened. So even right at this point, I should enter the market, but I'm not going to enter because my entry has not yet been met. My entry requirement has not yet been met. So when my entry requirement is met, I'm going to take entry right here. I know that here is a level. Okay, so even though I know that it will break out to the upside, it will break to the upside, but I'm going to scalp around there. So that is how you grow a small account. You scalp around trades, except you are a swing trader and you know your way around it. Or if you're a scalper, you scalp around to grow a little account. If you check my history, you see I was scalping the market. This is boom 500, right? See the entry I took on that boom 500. This is 42.84. Let's check it on the end. Let's check it on the chart. See where that will be. 82. Let's see again. 42.84. So here was my entry, guys. Here was my entry on that boom 300 500. That was my entry. I told you guys I entered when there's a break of that place. Yeah, see, that was my entry, and I TP'd around here. That is up to 20 or 30 pips I got right there. Okay, so you see here I was scalping around. All the thing you see here was scalping. There's nothing like long trade there. I was scalping around. So that is how we do that, guys. So let me check if my entry has been met so that I can take entry right at the front. Now I think my entry has been met. What is my entry? I want to see one candle form, and then I will enter in the second candle, right? But I do that when the market is on a level like it is right now. Like it is right now. I know that if it should break out, then it will keep on buying. So let me take that advantage of that level. So I will sell right here. So I'm selling here. I'm looking for 10 to 20 pips as my take profit. Okay, 10 to 20 pips is my take profit from here. And if it spike against me and break that level, I'm going to close it in loss. That is how it is done. When if it spike against me and close above here, I'm going to exit it in loss, and I'll take that as my loss. All right. Okay, so now let me check if crash 300. Now see that crash 300 has also done what I expected of it. That's why I closed my trade, because this market wants to retrace back, even though I wanted to go back to go also up to my TP at that top, that line top at top. So guys, I think you have seen how I do trade sometimes. This is just the exact way I do trade on a small account, scalping the market. If I want to swing trade, I will use a smaller size. Like if I want to swing trade this one, I cannot use this lot size. I will use smaller size on this account, 0.1 or 0.2. Now, and I'll be holding for a long time. But because I know this is a short-term trading, that is why I am scalping on it with this big lot size, so that I don't stay too long and I'll close once I get 10 to 20 pips in the market. All right. So that this is just what I do most of the time when when I'm scalping the market, and that is how I used to grow small accounts, grow this $20 to up to $75, and nearly we are going to grow it to $80. Once this thing give me my TP 10 pips, I'll get $5, then I'll have $18 here, which means we grow $20 to $18 in a single day. That is how that is 4 times our equity. That is how we do it, guys. Okay, until then, I remain humble. And don't forget to get your boat right now. It's on a discount of 80%. So you don't want to miss out of that opportunity. Okay, guys, enjoy. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment what you think about the video, and share to your friends and families.